Hey guys, I'm here with Ties&co, and this is Leia, and I'm going to ask her a few questions so that we can, get to know her business a little bit, and then, after I'm done with this video, I'm going to fact check it, and then maybe I'll advertise for them if I like their product. So let's get down to it. What made you start this business?
Okay, let's see. It was kind of a fluke. I had a neighbor and friend whose son was going to be giving a speech, and he didn't have a tie. He was 11 years old, and his father's tie was much too long, and the youth ties that they had were really for children, 6 to 8 years old. They were pretty short, and there just wasn't anything in the middle for preteens. And I was like, that's easy. That's an easy fix. I removed some fabric, fixed the tie, no big deal. Another neighbor and friend who is a very tall man, about 6'6", maybe 6'7", was frustrated because he always had trouble his whole life having ties that fit and were long enough. And if he tied it longer, then the tail and the back kind of hung out the side and was like a little flap hanging there. It just always made him uncomfortable. So I was like, well, that's an easy fix. So I fixed that. And pretty soon it just got the ball rolling, and we just kind of fell into it, just kind of by chance. Okay. So that's how we have ties in every size.
So it seems like you're sincere, like you saw a problem and you wanted to get it fixed. So.
Yeah.
Those are where the best businesses come from. All right, next question will be, where do your ties come from?
So our ties originate, my oldest daughter has her degree in marketing, and she also is pretty handy with a computer. And I told her some patterns or, designs for cloth that I thought would be nice, unique, interesting, because I didn't see any fabrics out there that I really was in love with. And she started designing them. She also
So it's very original.
Yeah, she designs them, and then there is a company in China that does print the fabrics.
Okay.
And then also does part of the work, and then it's finished here in the United States.
So it's in China. Would you eventually, if you were able to get your business to a point where you could bring it to America and have it done in America, would you do that?
Oh, absolutely. That's my dream. We actually originally tried to have them made in America 100%. We couldn't find a company that would. There are clothing companies in the United States. They're not as common, for sure. And they said they would not do ties because ties require handwork, hand sewing, which I guess those companies don't want to mess with. Yeah, there's the part of the tie in the back, the seam that goes down the back has to be hand sewn. It's not possible to put it on a machine.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
You wouldn't know.
I
all kinds of things you find out.
Ties were I thought they were just they put it through a machine. It was just and done.
No. Yeah, there's handwork that has to be done.
No wonder they're so expensive.
Mm-hmm. I know. You think there's as much work that goes into a tie as there is just going into a simple woman's dress.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. The same number of seams and details, and
wow.
Even though it's a smaller piece.
Yeah. So I understand why you wouldn't want to do it in America, because it's not very easy.
Oh, but anymore. I really want to.
Yeah.
We're actually looking at a company that might do everything in America up to the handwork, and I just may have to do
Well,
the
I
handwork.
respect that you want to do it in America. I think that more things need to be made in America, and I very much support that. I think, honestly,
We would have
I
to charge
support
more.
you on that.
We would have to charge a little more just because we have to pay seamstresses in the United States to do the handwork.
Yeah.
After it's 90% finished in the United States at the factory, then it would have to come to us, and then we would have to do the handwork, which
I'm sure is the hardest part.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's a reason they have sewing machines. They're very nice, make life different. So that's our dream. I would love that.
Yeah.
Have it be sort of a cottage industry where women could, like, in their spare time in the evening, sew the handwork part of it, perhaps, or I watch TV and sew handwork.
So, what is so special? So, like, what makes your business special? What makes your business different from other businesses?
Oh, okay. Well, I think two things. One, that we accommodate all the different sizes, and really do.
Okay.
Like,
And when you say that, do you mean like basically it's almost like you have multiple sizes instead of the whole thing that most tie companies do, where it's like one size fits all. Well,
Yeah.
okay, well, that size fits people in this, and I'm this short, or I'm this tall, and I can't wear your tie because...
The typical regular tie that is the one size fits all really only fits men people between 5'6" and 5'10" comfortably.
Wow.
Once you get higher than that, you really are like stretching it, and then you have that weird little flap, little tail that sticks out the side or doesn't lay flat. That's much shorter. You can do that. It looks odd. It doesn't lay right. Those kind of things. And then if you're under 5'6", like preteens and young teenagers or women, I have women that wear ties, and the ties are too long for them if they're the regular men's size tie. So some women, of course, would fit in that, but some don't. I'm 5'3". Regular man's tie looks pretty ridiculous on me, and there are women that I sell to that wear them to work with their pantsuit and nice tie. So, I think that's part of what makes us unique, is that we genuinely do ties in every size, and we can even do extra long if people give us a little time and ask for it custom. Of course, we have to charge a little more, but I do a lot of the custom work myself. I do have other people that help me as well. The other thing that makes us unique is that we can accommodate, and this kind of just happened, I didn't expect it, but we have women who want a hair bow that matches their man's tie for Valentine's Day or for special occasions, anniversaries. Okay. And then we have Easter. I had a woman call and say, would you make these ties to coordinate with the Easter dresses I have for the girls? So now we can produce something that the men get to jump in with the Easter matching, which has always been traditionally more of a woman's thing. And I think it's really nice. When my boys were little, I dressed them in matching suits, pinstripe suits for Easter to coordinate with my girls' Easter dresses, and I thought that was really fun. So we were kind of going along that avenue, and that's more unique. And then when we started producing women's hair bows that match, then that same woman then bought that set so that her sons and husband would match, coordinate with the girls' dresses, but then also they had the hair bows, which all pulled it all together. We also do Christmas with the same concept, and weddings. And so it's nice with the wedding because your little ring bearer can match, 6'4" grandpa, and they all match, but everybody's size is coordinated. So the coordinating and the size for everyone really is what makes us unique.
Wow. Yeah. I don't think most tie companies do that. So
Well, there might be a few out there, but for the most part, I think we're more unique.
So one of my big things like on this is it's very important to me that things are made with quality. Things are made quality because I feel like people nowadays don't dress with quality clothing. So what materials, what
Oh, okay.
are they quality materials and stuff?
Yes, we do pay a little extra money for thicker cottons, which make it just lay nicer in a tie.
Okay.
You don't want a thin cotton. Our cottons are thicker. And we do have some silk ties. We did find that people were hesitant to put a silk tie on a child. So if they're doing something for Christmas that's coordinating, or for Easter or weddings, they didn't want to put a silk tie on a child because they stain. So we did move from silk to polyester. But the polyesters look very much like a silk, and they move like a silk. They just don't stain.
So do you have
thicker.
ties that are cheaper, and then ties that are expensive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have diversity even in the prices.
Yeah, but for the most part, we try to keep our prices lower. Obviously we don't have a board of directors or anything that we have to worry about. We're just producing ties and make a little bit of profit on top of it. So yeah, we want it to be high quality and nice, because we're aware that the whole purpose of a tie is to give an air of confidence and a formality to a man's apparel. And if your tie doesn't look quite right, it's not quite the right length, or if it's just cheap material, nobody wants to. It kind of defeats the purpose. So yeah, we try really hard to be in a reasonable price range, but still be really high quality. And I think we've achieved that pretty well.
That's great. Yeah, I like that. I think that people need to start wearing quality clothes again. Honestly, I think that most companies sell cheap things, and I think since the 60s, people have just been getting worse and worse about what they wear, and just we don't dress or have nice things anymore. It shouldn't be that people should wear something nice. When somebody wears something nice, they shouldn't feel like when they're in public that they're dressed for church. They should feel, oh, everybody's dressed nice. People are dressed nice. We should all just be dressed nice.
Yeah, we definitely lost that in society.
Yeah,
well, it used to be that people had their clothes tailored.
Yeah.
They were made at the tailor. So they were made perfectly for them. Of course, we can't make the tie exactly perfectly for you, but we can get a lot closer than just the one size fits all, which is nice. Because we have 6 different sizes, different options.
So do you have a goal, like a goal that you're trying to get to, that is another reason why people should wear your ties?
Oh, I mean, my huge dream would be to have my own manufactured ties myself. Actually have a machine that prints the ties, the fabrics, and a cutting room and a sewing room. And then I would like to have a nursery so that the women that work for me, especially if they're single mothers, that their children can be right there on site, and perhaps even take turns working in the nursery so that they don't have to pay childcare and they don't have to, do some of those things. I'd also love to be able to regularly provide lunch as part of their, their, what do you call those? Can't think of the word. Just what, the incentives that you have to work somewhere. So that would be my dream. That would be awesome. My next step dream would be to bring it all into the United States. I haven't, I never wanted to manufacture anything outside of the United States. Unfortunately, it's really difficult right now. but if I can find someone to produce at least 90% of the ties in the United States and then do the handwork with some women who want to like do more of a cottage industry, that would be our next step. And I'd really love that. So,
okay.
I know that's a kind of a, I don't know, that's a vulnerable out there goal, but I would love to have women be able to have their own children just in the next room with, and take turns watching them and being able to be right there for their kids while they're working.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, sounds like some good dreams to me. Some good goals. I have one more question, and this will be the last question. So, what do you usually, like, for the cheaper ties that you sell, like, so people can just, like, buy something that's going to be more, like, temporary, what do you charge for that?
So, things where we're running out of everything matching, so they're just more random ties because, you have to buy things in bulk and then you run out. And so you might have so many of this size left over, but not this. So those ones we sell for like some as cheaply as $4.99. But
oh wow!
But that's more of just to get the
get them out of your
just the clearance. Our hair bows for the women and girls are $9.99, and also bow ties for boys are $9.99.
Okay.
Men's bow ties are $14.99. Preteen boys ties are $19.99, and then it goes up to $24.99 and $29.99, depending
based on how nice it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think $35 is about the highest that we.
Okay, because I think that most ties are sold at $30. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think that
some
most ties,
some up to $60, depending on like if you have like an extra long or a custom tie, it's going to be around $60. Wow. So we try to keep it reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And still pay all our bills.
So. Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me interview you. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to fact check all this, and we'll see how I feel about this.